Are you ready to bet $135 million on a single left arm to keep a championship window from slamming completely shut? Welcome back, baseball fans, to another deep dive into the high-stakes, high-drama world of the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, we are talking about a move that has sent shockwaves through the National League East and ignited a firestorm of debate across the city of brotherly love. Jesus Luzardo, the man they call Zeus, has just inked a staggering $135 million contract extension, locking him into the Phillies' rotation for the foreseeable future. But this isn't just about the money, it's about the message, the timing, and the immense crushing weight of expectations that comes with wearing those iconic red pinstripes. Google Images search Jesus Luzardo Philadelphia Phillies pitching. Right after the ink dried on Monday, the Phillies' official social media accounts dropped a video message from Luzardo himself, directly addressing the Philly faithful. A message from Zeus to Philly, the team proclaimed, as Luzardo expressed his deep gratitude and burning desire to bring a parade down Broad Street. But let's pause and feel the emotional undercurrent here. The excitement is palpable, yes, but there is also an undeniable undercurrent of anxiety. Philadelphia is a city that demands greatness, a city that has seen its fair share of massive contracts turn into massive disappointments. When you sign a deal of this magnitude, you are no longer just a player. You become an investment, a pillar upon which the hopes of millions are built. Luzardo is stepping into a spotlight that has melted lesser men. He is being asked to be the bridge between the present and the future, a monumental task for a pitcher who has only just begun to show his true, unbridled potential. The front office is essentially pushing all their chips to the center of the table, looking at a fan base that is starving for a World Series title after the heartbreaking finish to the 2025 season. This extension is a bold declaration by Dave Dombrowski and the ownership group. They are not backing down. They are not rebuilding. They are reloading. But the lingering question remains, echoing through the empty seats of Citizens Bank Park during this spring training. Is Jesus Luzardo truly the savior this rotation needs? Or is this a desperate, expensive gamble by a front office terrified of a closing championship window? To truly understand the magnitude of this $135 million commitment, we have to rewind the tape and look at the historical context of what Jesus Luzardo accomplished in his phenomenal 2025 campaign. Last season, his first full year at Citizens Bank Park, after coming over from the Miami Marlins, Luzardo didn't just pitch, he evolved. He tied a career high with 32 starts, proving a level of durability that had previously been a question mark in his career. He posted a stellar 15-7 record with a .392 ERA. But the number that truly jumps off the page is the 218 strikeouts over a career-high 183.2 innings. Google Images search Jesus Luzardo strikeout pitch mechanics. That is elite, swing-and-miss stuff. We are talking about a devastating pitch mix, a fastball that explodes through the zone, and a breaking ball that makes professional hitters look foolish. Historically, the Phillies have always thrived when they have a dominant, intimidating presence on the mound. Think back to the golden era of the four aces with Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels, and Roy Oswalt. The blueprint for success in Philadelphia has always been built on the back of starting pitching that can absolutely dominate a playoff series. Luzardo is being paid to be the modern-day equivalent of a Cliff Lee or a Cole Hamels, a left-handed assassin who can take the ball in Game 1 or Game 7 and completely shut down the opposition. Tactically, having a power lefty like Luzardo balances a rotation that leans heavily on the right-handed dominance of Zack and Aaron Nola. It forces opposing managers to constantly adjust their lineups and makes the Phillies incredibly dangerous in a short postseason series. However, the transition from being a very good pitcher to a $135 million ace requires a mental fortitude that goes beyond physical mechanics. It requires the ability to block out the noise, to pitch through adversity, and to carry a team on your back when the offense goes cold. Luzardo's 2025 season was the best of his career, a masterpiece of consistency and power. But in baseball, you are only as good as your next start. The historical graveyard of MLB is littered with pitchers who secured the bag and then lost their edge. The Phillies are betting heavily that Luzardo's work ethic and competitive fire will only burn brighter now that his financial future is secure. Now let's dive into the complex web of roster dynamics, cap implications, and the sheer, unadulterated pressure facing this team right now. The reality of the Philadelphia Phillies is that they are an aging juggernaut. Dave Dombrowski has built a roster loaded with veteran superstars, but Father Time is undefeated. Look at the core: Bryce Harper, Trea Turner, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Zack Wheeler, and Aaron Nola. Every single one of these foundational pieces is in their 30s. Google Images search Philadelphia Phillies aging core Harper, Turner, Wheeler. The championship window isn't just closing, it's actively creaking shut, and the front office knows it. This is why Dombrowski also aggressively brought back Schwarber and Real Muto on new deals. It's a win now at all costs mentality. But this aggressive spending has massive implications for the team's payroll flexibility moving forward. By locking up Luzardo to this mega extension, the Phillies are essentially capping their ability to make major external moves in the coming years. They are committing to this specific group of guys to get the job done. This brings us to the climax of our analysis, the immediate future of the starting rotation. With Zack Wheeler currently recovering from surgery, the dynamic of the pitching staff shifts dramatically. The safety net is gone. It is now entirely up to Jesus Luzardo and the rising star Christopher Sanchez to carry the load and keep this team afloat in the hyper-competitive NL East. Imagine the scenario. If Luzardo regresses, or if the pressure of the contract gets to him, the Phillies' rotation could collapse like a house of cards. The fan base is already fiercely divided. Half of the fans are ecstatic, praising Dombrowski for securing a prime-age, elite left-hander to anchor the staff for the next decade. The other half is terrified, pointing to the bloated payroll and the injury risks associated with heavily used pitchers, fearing that this team will be crippled by bad contracts in just a few short years. Luzardo and Sanchez are no longer just complementary pieces, they are the vanguard of Philadelphia's next core. If they fail to step up, the entire long-term plan of the organization could unravel, leaving the Phillies with a massive luxury tax bill and no rings to show for it. As we look ahead to the 2026 season, the narrative surrounding the Philadelphia Phillies is one of immense stakes and undeniable drama. Jesus Luzardo's $135 million extension is more than just a transaction. It is the defining gamble of Dave Dombrowski's tenure in Philadelphia. It is a testament to Luzardo's incredible growth and a massive leap of faith by an organization desperate to capture that elusive World Series title. The message from Zeus to Philly was one of excitement and promise, but words mean very little when the lights come on in October. Google Images search Citizens Bank Park playoff atmosphere. Luzardo has the talent, the arsenal, and the swagger to be a legend in this city, but he also carries the burden of an aging roster, a demanding fan base, and a payroll that demands absolute perfection. The transition from the current veteran core to the next generation rests squarely on the shoulders of Luzardo and Christopher Sanchez. They must prove that they are not just capable of eating innings, but capable of dominating the biggest moments on the biggest stages. If Luzardo can replicate or even improve upon his stellar 2025 campaign, this contract will be remembered as a masterstroke, the move that kept the Phillies in perennial contention. But if he falters, the echoes of this deal will haunt the franchise for years to come. The stage is set, the money is spent, and the expectations are sky high. Now, I want to hear from all of you. What do you think about this massive $135 million extension for Jesus Luzardo? Is he the true ace the Phillies need to win it all, or did the front office overpay out of desperation? Drop your thoughts, your anger, your excitement in the comments below. Let's get a massive debate going. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Phillies' high-stakes gamble, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive sports coverage. Until next time, keep your eyes on the diamond.